So let's start the formula tab. Okay, formula tabs are always help me to present my formulas. Okay, like I can apply my own formulas also. I can apply my, whatever they gave us, we can apply their formulas also. So first, let's understand the what we have. We in formula we have the four groups. First is function library. After second is define names. Third is formula auditing, and fourth one is calculation. Okay, so let's understand first one fx. Fx are always indicated this is my function I am applying for my formula. Like function means what? Like what? Sum, maximum, minimum, logical formulas, this kind of function. Okay, suppose and even if suppose I want to write formula, you can see we have the bar. That bar name is formula bar. Okay, here I can write my or formulas. Okay, so let me go over here in insert function. See, when I'm clicking on insert function, there are many kind of formulas. Okay, let me see. If suppose I'm going over here, I want to check all formulas. See, we have the lot kind of formulas, and I cannot able to explain all formulas because in inside of Excel there are 400 and something formulas, and that purpose we need to understand even the inside of how exactly the formula are saying. Okay, like suppose you guys don't understand what is the meaning of addition, how we can use the sum formula, right? You know the formula meaning how to use a sum, that's why we know to use sum, right? So let's go to understand one by one. So this is the insert. There are a lot of formulas. I can select that particular formula and I can apply that. So even if suppose I don't want to go to the insert, they already giving a library. Library means, when we are going to the library, we have the different books, and in that books having the section same as it is, we can see over here we have they gave the something, some different section. Like we have the auto sum section, we have the recent use section, we have the financial, logical, text, date and time, lookup and reference, maths and trigno, and the more functions may inside we have the statistics, inside we have the engineering, cube, information, capability, what that compatibility, so even wave something. So we have a lot different formulas. Okay, so let me explain some basics formulas. Like we have the sum, if we want to do a sum, we have the formula. So suppose I want to do sum, let me select it this all. Okay, I'm going to the sum section. If suppose I want to sum, you can see the sum is there. Okay, when you are changing inside of number, still we can see the changes automatically. We do not need to worry about our changes. See, I'm putting over here, it's the value will change. So I do not need to again and again apply this formula. Okay, suppose I want to check a average. This is not average right now. Let's see what exactly the output giving, because for average I want, the already average formula. This is not exactly my average. Let's see how exactly they are giving. So this is kind of they are gave us, but this is not a average formula. Okay, suppose I want a minimum maximum number. See, going over here, I want suppose I want a first count how many numbers I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 numbers I have. You can see, suppose I'm going to the count number, it will be showing how many numbers I have. If suppose I'm removing this number, see, they are showing a 9 numbers I have. Let me undo. So again, if suppose I want to check a maximum number, okay, see which one is my maximum. First one, right? This one is my maximum, right? 1 million something. So you can see there is always my top value. Okay, suppose I want to check minimum value, I'm going to the sum. Don't forget to select cells. Okay, go to the minimum number, see which one is minimum number, my over here, see this one is my minimum number and they are showing. Okay, this is all about auto sum. After we have the recently which one I use, I can choose that. Again, I do not need to go to that particular particular self. I do not need to go over there, I can choose over here in recently. Okay, again we have the financial formula. Let me show how exactly the financial formula we can use. Let me take a new sheet. For that I already created something. Let me show you in formulas. Okay, this one is new, right? In formula, If suppose I want to check suppose we have to check the our loan, right? When I'm going to the bank and I want to take a loan, so bank giving you a interest rate, right? If suppose I'm taking loan amount if 18,000 and they are giving me interest rate is a 7 percentage. So what happened? I need to give to return back in time of period whatever they gave me. Plus, I want to give to the extra 7% to them. Means I need to give to them a 18,000 plus I need to give to them a 7% extra. So if suppose I need to give a 7% extra, but I want to divide it into the month. Okay, so how we can do that? We have the formula PMT. So let's do how we can do that. Let me copy this financial. Okay, it will be easy for me. Okay, I'm pasting over here. Let me zoom it. Okay, so this is all about the loan. I'm taking loan for bank. Okay, I'm using financial formula. Okay, in financial formula, I'm using which formula? PMT. Where that PMT, PPP, see PMT formula. I'm using formula PMT. Okay, interest rate is 7%, time of period 1 year. Okay, let's do how we can do that. Let me put it over here, PMT. Okay, let me apply the formula. You need to go over here inside of function, insert function, right over here is equal to PMT. Okay, after that, inside of bracket, first we need to write a rate. Rate means what? What is the rate? What is the interest rate? 7%. Put it over here, the 7%. Select that cell. See, I'm selecting that cell. 7%. After that, use what after that? Let me check over here what I want to use. Comma maybe, or maybe dividation. Let me check. Mm, okay, wait. Okay. The happen is what? I'm selecting over here. Okay, let me delete this. We'll do again because it's right now selection mode. Okay, let me check formula again back. Okay, divided by. Okay, understood. So let me go again back to the this sheet. Okay, here we are applying home. Okay, I want everything designed. Designing is done. Let's apply how we can do that. Suppose I want to pay into the monthly. So how much I want to pay if suppose I want to complete my loan. Okay, I'm going over here PMT. Okay, go over here into the fx means the function is equal to what? PMT. Okay, after inside of bracket, I need to put first what? Interest rate. You can see the interest rate. How much of interest rate? 7%. So 7 is where? B3, right? Click that cell. B3 is complete. After that, what? Divided, right? Divided by what? 12 month, right? How many months I have? 12. Okay. After that, comma, what the? After that, n per means what? Amount, my, right? Let me click over here. Amount, this much of my amount into, okay, no. First one, okay, let me see again back. Okay.